Hello and welcome to this yet another episode of becoming and being recognized best in whatever you do. And today I have a very interesting topic to talk, and it is about um, what is seen as low skill position versus high skill position. And the question precisely one of the places that I frequently read these questions is how do I reply when someone says he works in a very low skilled position? Right. So, how do you respond to such a situation in which your friend has asked this question? Right. So, again, as it happens in life, it all depends. Depends is a great answer to many of such tricky questions. There's no, and actually that is true. A lot depends on the context. Lots depends on the factors, right? So it depends on the context and the support the other person is looking for. Now, on the positive side, the person may just be comfortable, very comfortable with whatever he is doing, and it could be a she also. I'm expanding that to include the women of the world because and so it is he could be very comfortable or she could be very comfortable with really no expectation or no expression of needing a emotional support. So a very comfortable person is doing a kind of a work which somehow he articulates for whatever reason is that a very low skilled level position, and this could be a matter of reflecting the facts of the situation. Now in this situation you may be tempted to offer, no, this is a great job, but question is it really needed? The person is not needing that. He doesn't, or he or she, you may be unnecessarily causing confusion in his or her mind. So there, if I were you, what I would do is I'll inquire more about his work. They keep the conversation going because in some context this question, this statement has come. So you could inquire into his or her work. What exactly do you do around? Can you tell me more about it? What does your daily routine of work look like? What do you enjoy in that? What is it that you don't like in that? And lastly, you could say, so is there anything that I can help you with your current job that you think is, and it's not feeling, it's a thinking. This person is not expressing his thinking, is expressing his thinking, not his feeling. So this is how you can discover more about his job and accordingly answer. I'm sorry. The second could be case of a person that shows a clear need for emotional support. He looks or she looks or sounds low, and his whole statement or her whole statement seems to come from feeling of doing a kind of inferior job. So there is a this feeling of inferiority of doing a job that is very low skilled. Now, so there, what you need to do is you need to offer your perspective, and you must believe in this. And I believe that every work has dignity of its own labor. Whether you are a stone crusher, whether you are a stone carrier versus if you are a advertising creator, each job has its own value in society, need in society. So you could express your views honestly, genuinely, and sincerely. Say, hey, if I were, this is what I would say. Say, hey, Arun, I mean, let's understand that each job has its own value. So I personally don't think your job, being of low skill, has anything to do with reflect with you and your capabilities. And though it is low skill today, that does it necessarily make you feel low about it. Now, also the ranking of low or high paid job is dependent on what value in the society we are able to get today. Now imagine tomorrow's world in which the demand and supply position for of your work changes 180 degree. There are only the demand for the work increases so much that some of you, only few of you are able to do that well. So then the question is that will it remain low value? What the value go up in the society? So the work by itself that you're doing is not no value. It's just plain simple the demand and supply situation, and in which so it's let's understand that it is nothing to do with you. It's the circumstances. It is the context. It's the wider world that makes the apparent so-called low skill job. And each job has its own skills. I mean, nothing is really low skilled or high skilled. Now, low skilled meaning that it requires less of mental skill, but requires more physical skills. So, if you want to carry big stone on your shoulder or things on your head, that requires a different kind of physical stamina, doesn't it? And that would with no disrespect to women, a young girl of 18 years working in advertising agency, if frame of 46 kg, will she be able to do it? She would need you to do it, right? So these are the kind of things that one can talk about. And this comes so that's how I would respond, and then see how things unfold. And the whole idea would be to make that feel person good, get to respect, raise his or her own respect in his or own eyes, make him or her feel happier than what he or she is at this point of time. And this all comes from my inner belief of having uh, value for dignity of or dignity for labor. Each value, I believe, each job has its own value in society. It's just that in some societies, something have of a greater value. Now imagine in the times of when the when the, the pyramids were built, that there must have been people. There were no machineries to move things around. Weren't the elephants of a great value? Weren't the people with big built big of a big value? So it's not really no. There's no need to classify the jobs as really low skilled or high skilled. In fact, that's where we need to change our definitions of skilling. So we need to say these every job has its own skilling. Now they may be not requiring creative or mental skills. So there may be job that require physical skills, there may be job that require mental skills. So each job requires different skills, and we need to respect the jobs by the different level of skills they need. So that's how I would respond to this question. Make sense, guys and girls? If not, do reach me out. If yes, also do reach me out and tell me what I think is right or wrong.